Hey everybody, it's Tia DeShay. Today is Wednesday, April the 20th, 2022. It is 12:44 p.m. This is the 40-day prosperity plan demonstration brought to you by Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies LLC, an educational component of Tia DeShay LLC. Video presentation is inspired by The Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. You are encouraged to purchase the book, read it in its entirety, and then come back to these video presentations to supplement what you have read. These video presentations do not serve as a substitute, but a supplement to what you have already read. The agenda for today's video presentation is as follows: protection prayer, meditation, prosperity checklist, statement of principle, gratitude, and resources. The protection prayer is attributed to James Freeman. James Freeman, based on research and sources, was the one responsible for creating this prayer. Here is the protection prayer by James Freeman. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. Let it be as it was said and written unto you and unto me. It is done. Ashe and amen. Here is our meditation. We are going to breathe in 3 times, exhale 3 times. You can either inhale or breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth, or you can inhale through your mouth, exhale through your mouth, or you can inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Whichever one feels comfortable for you. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Last time, breathe out. What do I know of God? God is life. Life is omnipresent. All is alive. I see this in the wonders of nature. I see this in myself. I am alive because I am life. My life is God's life. My life is God. I feel my livingness within me. I feel God. My awareness of God is growing. And that makes sense. If God is life, life is always growing. Life is always reproducing itself. So our relationship with God should always be growing if God is life, and our relationship with God should always be reproducing itself if God is life. God is love. I feel love in my heart and know that this is the very spirit of God flowing through my feeling nature. I could not love without God. I love, therefore I am one with God. My understanding of God is growing. God is wisdom and intelligence. God is mind, and I sense the infinite knowingness of that mind within me. I think, I know, and that with which I think and know is God's mind in expression. My knowledge of God is growing. Where is God? God is where I am. God is what I am. I am an individualization of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within me as me. I am the light of the world. I turn within to the light and say, Thou art the Christ, the Spirit of the living God. You are my spirit, my soul, my body. When I look at thee, I see me. And I listen in the silence for the acknowledgement from within. I am now conscious of God, of my Christ self. I am the Christ of God, the truth of God, the self of God. Through this consciousness of the reality of me, I open the door to spirit. I draw into my mind and feeling nature the wholeness of spirit, the allness of God, and my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. I now know that there is nothing that I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the door of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met, every problem solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. Breathe in and breathe out. Prosperity checklist. Is my primary interest in realizing the presence of God, or is it in meeting a financial problem? Am I still concentrating on the effect, money, or am I focusing my attention on cause, spirit? Am I willing to take my stand now and prove God once and for all as my all sufficiency? Have I devoted the necessary time to meditating on the spirit within as the source of my prosperity? Am I conscious of the inner presence as my abundance? Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply? Am I trying to demonstrate money or develop a greater consciousness of abundance? Have I accepted the truth that the living presence within me is my all sufficiency, and that the activity of this infinite mind is meeting my every need at this moment? Have I identified myself with my all sufficient self so that I can say with great conviction, I am abundance? Are your all sufficient self and yourself one? Have they met each other and realized that they are one and the same? Not two separate beings, not two separate entities, but who you are and your all sufficient self are one. Knowing that my consciousness of the indwelling presence is my supply, can I now affirm and believe the truth that I have abundance? Can I see myself fulfilled and enjoying lavish abundance in my life and affairs? You have abundance. You don't need to ask God for something you already have, which is abundance. Have I truly expressed a feeling of love for the visions of wholeness and completeness that I see in my visualizations? Do I intuitively feel that spirit has manifest as my all sufficiency, even though the results may still be invisible? Have I spoken the word, it is done? Have I totally surrendered all my needs, desires, fears, and concerns to the presence within? Have I expressed a deep sense of gratitude to the Spirit within before my good comes forth into visible manifestation? Is my heart overflowing with thankfulness and joy the majority of my waking hours? Am I listening to the voice within for guidance and instructions regarding any action that I am to take in the outer world? Am I following thought with that action? Have I totally forgiven everyone and everything in my consciousness? Am I practicing unconditional love with everyone in my life? Have I maintained a state of secrecy regarding the use of spiritual principles in the demonstration of my supply? Knowing the reality within all and the truth about all, can I see everyone on this planet as abundantly supplied with every good thing, regardless of appearances? Do I desire for everyone else that which I desire for myself? Am I a joyful giver? Do I freely share my money on a regular basis, knowing that as I give, so shall I receive, pressed down and running over? Have I done all that I can do to improve my relationship with my children? In my personal relationship with my mate or love partner, do I care more about his or her feelings and welfare than I do my own? Am I working to overcome any problems related to my sex life? Am I involved in a meaningful activity for creative self-expression? Am I working on my life plan to see myself as whole and complete in every area of my life? The more questions you have answered yes, the richer you are in mind and manifestation. Statement of Principle, Day 40. I keep my mind and thoughts off this world, and I place my entire focus on God within as the only cause of my prosperity. I acknowledge the inner presence as the only activity in my financial affairs, as the substance of all things visible. I place my faith in the principle of abundance in action within me. Even when you are at work, whether you work for someone else or you work for yourself, know that it is the inner presence within you that is the activity in your financial affairs. It's the inner presence within you. It's not your boss, it's not your coworker, it's not the company that you work for. It is the inner presence within you that is the activity in your financial affairs. Keep your mind off of this world. Always stay focused on God within that is causing your prosperity. It's not the things of this world that's causing your prosperity. It's the God within. I looked up the word activity. Activity means the condition in which things are happening or being done. The condition in which things are happening or being done. Things are happening in your life financially because of the God within you, because of the inner presence within you. So you are gaining, attracting abundance from your job, not because of who you work for, not because of your employer, but because of the activity of the inner presence within you, because of the things that are happening within you the things that are happening within you, the inner presence within you. That's why you're able to have the money that you have. So I'm seeing to give you this example, or hearing to give you this example. When you see someone who loses weight, they lost weight not because of their diet, not because they reduced their food portions, not because they went to the gym and did resistance training, weightlifting, cardio. That's not why they lost the weight. They lost the weight because of the inner presence within them, because of the things that are happening or being done within them. Everything begins with a thought, an idea. So it's the inner presence within them that is causing them to lose weight. What's happening on the inside of them. And then it's being expressed through the activities that we see them engaged in on the outside. But it all is happening on the inside. It all began on the inside, the activity on the inside. The energy began to shift. The person began to change how they thought about themselves, how they thought about their choices when it came to eating, their food choices, their choices when it came to engaging in physical activity. That is the only activity in your financial affairs, is the inner presence within you. Because that inner presence is telling you, do this, do that, don't do this. Go see this person. Stop hanging with this person. Read this book. Write this down. Try this idea. And it's constant. It's constant, 24/7. The activity within you is constant. You didn't get the raise or the promotion because your boss likes you. You got it because the inner presence within you told you, perform your job this way, or manage your time this way. And you did it. Or go to sleep earlier so you're not grouchy, at work. You're treating people kinder because you went to bed early. And because you went to bed early and you're treating people kinder, then your customer service ratings went up. That's the constant activity within you that's involved in your financial affairs. It's all connected. You may think, oh, I just feel like going to bed earlier now, and you're thinking it's just so you can get more rest, but it's really connected to your financial affairs. That inner presence within you is always working. There's always activity going on. You just have to be aware and cognizant of it, to follow it and to be in the flow of it, and not look at this outer world. Stop looking at and focusing on the things of this world. Just like that person, the example I gave, who lost weight. It's not because of the things that we saw them do on the outside. It's because of the activity that took place on the inside. Everything begins on the inside first. Everything. So all of the people who you might envy, successful people, celebrities, rich people, it began on the inside. You're just seeing the effect of what was taking place on the inside. But it all began on the inside. You have your eyes focused on the outside and being jealous and envious of what you see on the outside. but you don't know the interactivity that took place on the inside. Thoughts had to be shifted. Ways of thinking had to change. Ideas had to be acted on and followed through. Keep your mind and thoughts off of this world. Place your entire focus on the God within as the only cause of your prosperity. Not saying that you should be walking around holier than thou, not aware of what's going on in the world, but there has to be a balance. It's okay to know what's going on in the world, but that should not be what your thoughts are on 24/7. I said this in one of my other video presentations. I was watching a television show, and they were playing a game, a trivia game. And one of the questions was, on average, how many thoughts does a person think in a day? And the answer was 70,000 thoughts. So for the majority of those 70,000 thoughts, keep those thoughts on the God within as your only cause of prosperity. The majority of those 70,000 thoughts should not be on this world, because the time and energy that you're expending on being jealous or envious or comparing yourself to other people is taking away from the focus that you should be placing on the God within as the only cause of your prosperity. That's the only cause of your prosperity, is the God within. That's it. It's only the God within. Mary had a song, It's the God in Me. They may not even have realized the metaphysical components behind that song, but that song exemplifies this principle, because it's the God within that is expressing the material things that other people, look at like, wow, they really made it, or wow, they're really successful, wow, look at them. It's the God within. That is the cause. The God within is the cause of all of this outside material possessions. Don't focus on this world. The minute you take your eyes off the God within and you start saying, I did this, I'm self-made, I did this, and I got to secure the bag, I got to get that money. As soon as you begin talking like that is when you start experiencing lack and limitation. So, statement of principle, day 40. I keep my mind and thoughts off this world, and I place my entire focus on God within as the only cause of my prosperity. I acknowledge the inner presence as the only activity in my financial affairs, as the substance of all things visible. I place my faith in the principle of abundance in action within me. Now, because we live in this world, people help us to express the abundance that's already within us. So obviously we need to connect and network and partner with people in order to express the abundance within us on an outward level. So we still need people until we get to that level where we go straight from it's inside me and we can just manifest it like in alchemy with the philosopher's stone, where we can just boom, here it is. We can just, money will appear. Until we get to that level, we have to utilize the resources that are around us, which is people. People are resources, and people are the main way that we are able to express the abundance that's already within us. by connecting with people, networking with people, partnering with people. That's how it's done on this plane. So don't get so high and mighty and, thinking that you don't need people, because people are a resource in order for us to express the abundance that we already have. So the last time, statement of principle, day 40, I keep my mind and thoughts off this world, and I place my entire focus on God within as the only cause of my prosperity. I acknowledge the inner presence as the only activity in my financial affairs, as the substance of all things visible. I place my faith in the principle of abundance in action within me. And I'm hearing to tell you, or to say, that even when people help you, you still acknowledge that that was the God within you causing or creating that connection. So you thank the person, you're grateful for them, but don't put them on a pedestal. Don't overinflate or don't inflate their role in the process, because then you start idolizing people. Then it becomes an abusive situation where people begin to manipulate you and exploit you, because it's like, oh, it's because of me that you're here. No, it's because of the God within me that I'm here, and the God within me led me to you. But it's not solely because of a particular person that you experience abundance and unlimited supply. It's not because of them, solely because of them. No, it's the God within you that created that situation. So everybody, this is it. This is day 40. This is day 40. I committed to this and brought you these video presentations for 40 consecutive days. I did not miss a day. I know it is nothing but the God within me that carved out this time and this moment for me to do this. No distractions, no obstacles. It was not a day that I didn't forget, that I had to start over. Like, this was divinely appointed. I was given 40 days of no interruptions. That's a month and a week and a half, about a month and 2 weeks of uninterrupted time to produce these videos. I just had to show up and produce the content and allow the God within me to do everything else. I'm so thankful for every ancestor, for every spirit guide who cleared the roads for me, who cleared out all the obstacles for me. Anything that would have gotten in my way or that attempted to get in my way to not fulfill this 40-day commitment. I'm telling y'all, I've never done anything like this. Never. Like, I have never done anything like this. I've seen other people, commit and do it, but I've never done it. But obviously I have. My higher self have done it in some capacity for me to do it now, to express it on this plane, in this third dimensional reality. I've done it before in some other dimension in space and time. Man, I am so proud of myself, y'all. I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I did it. 40 days, consecutive days. 40 consecutive days. Like, I didn't miss a day. Because when you read the book, when you get the book, it tells you that if you miss a day, then you have to start all over until you do it for 40 straight days, 40 consecutive days, no interruptions. Like the feeling is indescribable. Like 40 days, y'all. I have no idea what's about to take place. I mean, in the Bible, Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. And that's when he started his ministry. And all kinds of amazing things occurred after he went through that particular time period of fasting in the wilderness. So it's no telling what's about to pop off in my life. I am just so thankful. Thank you for being with me on this journey. The videos will be on YouTube for however long they're supposed to be on YouTube. And you can do this journey whenever you start the journey. You can find day one on my YouTube page and start the journey. I am so thankful. Thank you for being with me these past 40 days. Thank you for engaging in this content. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for, if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the new subscribers. I think the last time I checked, I have 40 subscribers. I'm so thankful, and I am so proud of myself. Wow. Like, I'm just so proud of myself. I'm so thankful, and just thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you that you allowed me to listen to this, to my spirit, to listen to God and my ancestors and the angels and my spirit guides. I listened, I produced the content, and thank you for engaging in this process with me. Thank you for allowing Say Loud Leadership Academy for creative and intuitive studies in assisting you in your transformation. Thank you for coming along with me in this transformation with myself, transforming myself. Like, thank you for being a part of this journey. And may you change, challenge, and heal generations. May the generations that come after you be forever transformed because you committed 40 days to this process. May they forever be transformed. And remember, you can do this again. Like, if you want to go through the 40-day process again, you could do it again. But I'm so thankful. Oh my God, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Like 40 days. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you would like to utilize any of my resources and services, you can do so at tiadeshay.com. You can book a personal development consultation with me. You can utilize my candle services. You can also download my app, Mirror Moments app, on iOS and Android. I have classes on the app that you can take, resources and tools, spiritual tools on the app that you can use and purchase. And you can take my classes on Udemy at Reverend Deandra Everhart. They did have a sale going on, but depending on whenever you listen to this video presentation, the sale may still be going on or it may not. And you can purchase my books on Amazon at Tia DeShay. And it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, and it's been a pleasure to serve you these past 40 days. I am thankful, and I'm excited about the next assignment because I have completed this assignment that I was given, and I'm so thankful. So until next time, be blessed, be transformed, be changed, be challenged, and be healed.